Hello, my name is Kevin Prescott, and I'm with the Charbeck Consulting Group. And the Charbeck Consulting Group has created this program called Celebration HR, which is really designed to help professionals prepare for their HR certification exams. Now, we have helped thousands of people be successful on their exam, and we wanted to pass along some of those tips to you. And today's tip is dealing with something that's really key, and as you can see, it's going to be time management. So, I bet you might be able to identify with this. And maybe there just seems to be just too much studying and too little time. And so what do you do? Well, again, it's going to come down to time management. And really, I think a better term is it's self-management. And self-management is really focusing on how am I using the time that I'm given. Now, personally, my addiction used to be HGTV and just would watch HGTV and specifically house hunters. And now that they have tiny house hunters, it's even worse. But when it comes to preparing for a professional exam, you really have to make the decision of what's important. So I want to share with you a sample study schedule. And as you look at the study schedule on the surface, it looks like maybe any other study schedule. But here's the thing. As you look at the study schedule, you're studying roughly maybe 6 days out of the week. And I don't know about you, but I just don't really want to study 6 days out of the week. Now, granted, when I went to law school and had to go through that whole experience of passing the bar, yeah, that's about the norm, quite honestly. But with this particular preparation process, you don't necessarily have to study 6 hours or 6 days out of the week. It's more so about how do you use the time that you're given. And so, one of the things that we always recommend to our students is to never, ever, ever, never, ever study every day of the week. And simply, you'll just get burnt out if you even try to go that approach. But here's a recommendation that we might make. And so, you look at this sample study schedule that's in front of you, and it's really just based upon, what time do I have left after the important things of my week? So, what we've done, we have an example here of 51 hours, and that actually cuts out a full day that we're just not going to study. But then also, we back out time for obviously sleeping, and that's 8 hours a day, and also working. And we, pretty much put in about 45 hours a week. But as you look at this schedule, you can see that Mondays, Tuesdays, that was really our study day. We're going to study there for about 2 hours. Maybe one day during the week, we might study, 30 minutes at lunch. Our class day that we actually have classes on Thursday. And then Saturday, I might pick up another 3 hours. And that is a schedule that you might find is much more feasible than trying to study 6 days a week, 5 days a week, or whatever it might be. The idea is to make your schedule and then to be consistent at it. Now, obviously, in this schedule, there's some flexibility. Something might happen on a Saturday where I may not be able to study from 9 to noon. Maybe it turns out to be 1 to 4 or something of that nature. But the idea is that you actually get something written down. Here's the thing, folks. If you don't write it down, it just doesn't happen. And so if you are in our full class, we will spend a much more time and work with you individually on actually building a study schedule and really helping you maximize your study time. But again, the name of the game, folks, it's about self-management and making that decision now that this is an important process for you. So here's something we want to leave you with. If you want to be more productive, you need to become master of your minutes, and that is absolutely true. So again, if you're interested in just joining our full class and learning more and receiving more tips, definitely let us know. You see our email there. It's on the screen. Just put in the subject line, ready to pass the exam. We'd love to work with you. Have a great day. Thank you.